Alright, we're just taking this video because I'm going to try and explain what I can understand of Iron Lung, Markiplier's new movie. We were really happy to see it. We were going to see it earlier, but the theater was just way too full, and so we had to move it to a post date. But I was telling my mom that there was the game first and then the movie. And it's funny because the game mechanic on its own, if it wasn't so kind of freaky and in a dystopian underground water, it would have been really, really boring because there's not much to do. You're just sitting there in the submarine. Like in the movie, Markiplier's moving around and everything. Oh yeah, and by the way, don't watch this movie before you see the movie. Or don't watch this video before you see the movie because there's going to be a lot of spoilers in it. But yeah, Markiplier somehow made it entertaining to watch him playing Iron Lung. Where I tried to play it, I saw Markiplier playing it and I tried playing it, but it was just too boring for me. So, what part of the movie do you remember? Alright, so what was it that you remember from the movie?
I was confused about his being all covered in blood.
Oh yeah, so throughout the movie, the Iron Lung, I think, is the name of what those ships are.
Mm-hmm.
It just kept leaking, hull breaches all over the place. And as the movie progressed, it kept breaching harder and harder, allowing in more blood.
But at one point, he was covered in blood, and then all of a sudden, he didn't have any blood on him. And he was coughing up blood. But the ship was clean.
Well, it wasn't so much clean because, I don't know. I think there was a lot of mind games going on in there. Mm-hmm. I think that the creature was able to take over his mind and make him hallucinate certain things,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But definitely because there was that one scene where it almost looked like the creature entered the ship, You remember that? Where it almost looked like there was a lightsaber going through the ship?
Yeah, and the creature was sitting in the seat.
No, that was something different. I don't even know what that humanoid creature was, but the creature in the movie was that giant one, because when it was talking at the end, it had that lady's ship in its jaws. Remember?
I missed that.
Oh, really? Yeah, we're probably gonna have to just watch it again when I buy it. If everybody on YouTube is commenting that they want me to talk about it, it's probably gonna help out the Game Theorist or Game Theory. I forgot what his title, his channel thing was. If I can, I'll put it in the... Yeah, I can put it in the description of this.
How was that like the video game? I mean, I've never seen the games.
Yeah, so the video game, like I said, it was pretty boring to play. You feel like you have no control over anything. But I did like how Markiplier was able to use the lights to go a large distance without running into something, Because I can't remember if the video game had that or not. Yeah. But the lights were definitely very useful for him. It's funny though, because I was talking to some of the people that were coming out of the theater, and one of the girls was like, you know what, I would just keep hitting the X-ray button when they told me I was going to go down again and just kill all of them with cancer. I was thinking that wasn't such a smart idea, because if they did do that, then that would be definitely burning a bridge for Markiplier, Or I guess his name in the movie was Simon.
His name in the movie was Comet.
No, he did actually have a name in the movie.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, true. They did call him Convict a lot.
All the time.
All the time, yeah.
That was probably just to make sure they didn't get too emotionally close to him, I guess.
Yeah, that's true, because they do that in the SCP thing. You know, that thing I keep telling you about with all the cryptids?
Mm-hmm.
They call them, shoot, I forgot what they call them.
In prison, they call them by their number, too. So.
Yeah, they probably call them by the number. I just can't remember. It's been a bit since I've seen SCP stuff. I always go back to it and then binge watch it, you know? Yeah, but...
So, do you think they knew how big the creature was?
Oh, yeah. They at least... You could at least tell from the pictures that Simon was taking throughout the video that the giant ship that Simon was inside of fit very well into the monster's jaws.
How would you know that?
Because he was taking pictures throughout the entire thing. And near the end of the movie, he confronted the monster when the monster was holding, I think her name was Eve, in his jaws inside of the other submarine. In the other Iron Lung, I guess it's called. But yeah, it was a little bit disappointing not knowing what the light was, but that might also be something that they could explore in the next Iron Lung movie if they so choose to do that, you know? Man, it would be cool to be able to have some part in the next Iron Lung movie, even if it's just voice acting, because you can't really get out of the house, you know?
There weren't really a lot of actors.
Yeah, no. The only actors we really saw was Markiplier and Eve. I don't know what Eve's real name is.
And there was that one guy that haunted him.
Oh yeah. The other guy that got hit with the X-ray really hard. And then we saw the skeleton of somebody else, but that's all we saw of the other guy. Yeah, because when he took the picture, there was 3 guys in the hangars, or 3 people in the hangar. And so he saw Eve, the guy who got the brunt of the X-ray, and then someone else was behind him.
So do we know at the end whether or not the people up at top survived?
We don't know if the 2 other people that were in the hangar survived. I imagine that they did. They just got hit with a lot of X-rays. I don't know how well they're able to take care of people for that. But we know for sure that Eve didn't make it out because the monster just crunched her. And Markiplier or Simon, he probably survived because he made it to the light. And we could see that the oxygen was going up in his iron lung. Yeah. And plus, it seems like anybody who made it to the light was able to survive. But then, well, because he was talking to that one girl who said she made it to the light and survived. But I don't know if he had to actually enter the light, or if he did enter the light and then the monster took over his mind, and I don't know how much of what happened right after that we can trust.
So he just saw the light, but that's all we know.
Yeah, all we know is he saw the light, and I think the light affected him because the oxygen was going up in the Iron Lung. So if Markiplier did make another movie about Iron Lung, he could probably be one of those altered humans. You know? Like that thing that you saw sitting in his chair. Yeah. And again, I don't know if that was a projection of the monster or not. Or if the other lady that Markiplier was talking to was a projection of the monster. But there were hints. There were definitely hints throughout the movie. Because when he started talking to the mysterious woman, whenever she was talking, the light didn't blink. And I did catch that right away. on the speaker, whenever it receives some kind of audio feedback,